You're an expert on cybersecurity and AI, and you've been named the #1 voice on AI by LinkedIn in 2024. Please talk to us about some of the regulations or some of the things that you're involved with to help regulate this new technology.
I communicate with the White House multiple times. The last one was 6 weeks ago. I sent a letter to the White House with a list of my concerns about the AI. A very specific, clear message, and asking, okay, Mr. President, you issue an executive order in 2023 which is to make sure that there is some kind of regulation. The companies has to make some decisions and, communicate with the government, communicate with each other. What is the next step? I received a response from the White House on April 17th, telling me exactly what they have, and they gave me a link of something called Bill of Rights, which is AI Bill of Rights, talking about the blueprint of what will be the rights for people, what will be the rights for the companies. The interesting thing is that 3 days ago, the federal government announced, a federal board of 22 members. And those members are really a mix from different parts of the society. They have the CEO of NVIDIA, AMD, they have the CEO of OpenAI, they have CEO of Google and Microsoft from the tech side, Cisco also, the CEO of Cisco and Amazon Web Services. And from the other side, they have some people from the United Airlines, they have some people from, I think about Lockheed or Boeing, to talk about, and they have 3 or 4 people from civil rights organizations, plus the government. They have the head of that one is the head of Homeland Security, the Secretary of Homeland Security, and there are certain people from the government who's involved. So exactly what we high profile. And this is exactly what we talk about, the 3 parties we talk about, which is the government, the private sector, and the civil rights organization. There are 22 members. Their job, their first meeting will be, this month, and they will give recommendation to the White House. And this recommendation will be the basis for, regulation, litigation, and they can just push this one to the Congress, because now it's coming from the expert. It's not just one party giving their opinion. The government is talking or the private sector is talking. They're getting together, and then they're getting to find a common ground. They say, okay, this is what we would like to recommend for the next move.
Of course, the challenging part is, as you mentioned, when you talk about people in Congress who actually make these decisions, most likely they have to rely on some intern who has some tech knowledge to even understand what we're talking about, right?
That is true, and this is why this board can answer questions. Let's say that they have recommendation, they can bring them to the Congress, and they can ask them, why did you say that? Or let us know about what's going on, explain that to us. The congressmen and women, they don't have to understand the AI, deeply understand the algorithm. They have to understand the implication on the society, the implication on business, the implication of technology. One clear message I got from all the letters that I sent to the White House, that the United States will never stand in front of the wheel of technology. We're going to make sure it's keep going. We want to be #1 in the world when it comes to AI. We are ahead of so many countries. We don't want to stop that. We're going to slow it down. We would like to have it on the right track, so it's not affecting people, life, or jobs that bad, or we would like to make sure that we have some guide rails that they can follow.
I think in your own words, you mentioned the train has left the station already. Now we just got to make sure it's going safe. Absolutely. And it doesn't hit anyone. What other regulations can be put in place? You mentioned the red teams before.
Yeah, the red team is a term used in the industry, which is the last step before you release any product or service. So what you do is you seek the advice or the check from insider in the company and outsider from the community, where you invite them to check this product. Of course, there is the NDA, which is you make sure that they're not releasing this information, and they ask them, what do you think about it? What did we miss anything? Is this something that we should be worried about it? And then they get this feedback. And this is one of the actions that taken by some of the companies to make sure that when they release the product, they cover all the bases.